breaker, breaker into the black. This is Long Haul Preacher, and I ain't going back. I'm a long haul preacher, and I'm just passing through with a few words of wisdom while we're taking in the view. Howdy folks, and welcome back. I'm taking a break from homework to do this, so I hope you appreciate it. Yes, the Pioneer was released as part of CitizenCon 2017, and it is, as the youngsters say, a beast of a ship. By this I mean it's big. It is huge. It is an oversized load of epic proportions, and there is a reason for that. But before we get into that, I want to sort of categorize the career direction we are going with this. I want to look at the career it's designed for and what else falls near that same area. You see, the Pioneer is considered a heavy repair or science ship. Now, there are two ships we should be looking at in comparison then. That would be the Endeavor, a heavy science ship, and the Crucible, a heavy repair ship. The Crucible is nowhere near as large as the Pioneer, and yet has a few of the same general functions. When released for concept way back when, it was just considered a repair ship for smaller craft, or, if opened and the hangar dropped out of the way, for getting in close for repair of larger craft. I said, hey, then are we going to have contracts to help build ships? That's when everyone who misunderstood what I was saying absolutely lambasted me about players being able to build their own ships. So, let me be absolutely clear about this. I am not, underscore that, not talking about players being able to build their own ships. That is not the point of using it for a career. If it was, it would be a complete waste of time to buy. No, the Crucible is a great ship for heavy repair or construction, but is a career ship for contracts, not for personal construction of ships. Even if CIG would make it possible to build our own ships, I do not see anyone in their right minds buying one just for that purpose. To do so would be a load of horse manure. Now hang on to that thought until after I get past the Endeavor. But one last note about the Crucible. It is considered a 3 minimum crew to operate, 8 to operate at peak efficiency, meaning that it has a total of 8 distinct workstations to work with. To date, they do not say how many beds it has on board for deep space missions, though it has been mentioned that it could make for a good family ship as a kind of home base. I think that sounds promising. Okay, the Endeavor. Let's see. I've talked about this several times, and I am loving that they dropped down the crew from 16 down to 3 minimum, 5 maximum, just to run the ship itself, not including the pods. It is the same size class as the Pioneer, that is capital size, and is considered the only other heavy science ship, though really it's a mixed ship because it can do a whole lot of everything, not just necessarily as hard and heavy in some areas as some specialty ships. And that's where the Pioneer comes in. Why is it called both a heavy repair and a heavy science vessel? Let's start the comparison with the Crucible. Alone, without any of the extras you can currently get in purchasing the Pioneer, all it does is construct and possibly repair ground-based modules. Nothing has been said about space modules for space stations. That's going to be a completely separate ship, not the Pioneer. And unlike everyone else arguing about it, I am fine with it being exactly like that because that is the function of this ship. It is a career. The land claim and materials for building one outpost are just the icing on the cake, and as the saying goes, should not go into your decision of whether or not to purchase the huge ship. This is not something to jump into as a family career either. We don't know how often such contracts will come forward. Most likely it won't be a huge number until jump points start opening up. And even then, it will be a mildly heavy competition career, modulated only by the fact that CIG intends for this to be a very limited number of ships total. I suspect that is why they emphasized this fact in the sale. Once you buy it, you should also be able to crew the thing. It is minimum 4 crew to run, 8 maximum seats. And as I understand the schematics, it is not only good for crew quarters, but has a large passenger area as well for initial colonists. So let's think of the Pioneer the way we think of the Crucible or even the Endeavor, as a career ship. And like the Endeavor, it is a bit of a mix. Heavy repair, heavy construction, 600 cargo units of capacity, a landing pad for incoming craft to deliver more. It's a portable base just by itself. For me, it's a toss-up between a flying base of the Endeavor or the landing base of the Pioneer, one currently slated to be one of the most scientifically versatile ships in the entire Star Citizen universe, and one of the most industrially versatile ships. But pick wisely. Either of these are great family ships, but are not for the faint of heart or the small of family. I'm still a bit wary of the maximum 5 crew of the Endeavor, and much more wary of the 4 to 8 crew of the Pioneer. I can't say I'm not tempted, but just on a personal note, I think I'll hold out for the Starbase builder and build myself a truck stop. After all, I am long haul. Well, getting closer to the anniversary sales and such at the end of November, I don't know how much time I'll have for podcasting, but do stay tuned anyway. I'm on my last tough class, knock on wood, before the graduation in a year. Prayers for this are always welcome, as is the $1 a month contribution through Patreon to help with daycare expenses. And of course, don't forget to like, share, and comment on YouTube or Patreon when you get the chance. That's all for now. Thank you for listening. Take care, y'all, and God bless.
Now look, I'm going to need that change order. No, I can't just do it. The contract states I have to build exactly to GPS spec, and your coordinates have half the building out over the canyon, without supports. I said it there, it'll fall in. And I'm not spending my own money just so you can have supports not in the contract. Nor can I pull it back without a contract change.